All right, so I'm going to get to the fall clinic where my dad went. It's a great example of the trouble with Canadian healthcare, which is the same as British healthcare. And Free Luigi is big. He was in court today or the other day.
Today.
Is it today?
Yeah. And
everyone's dressed up as Luigi to greet him with their Free Luigi signs. Fry Luigi. I have an unpopular opinion. Healthcare is hard. No one's done it right. Nobody has mastered healthcare. Canada and UK are both the same. Yes, it's free. Yes, you wait 2 years for a hip replacement, at which point you're dead, which I'm about to explain with my dad. And then America's f***ed up, but there's 345 million people here. We have 30 to 50 illegals here. And what illegals do is they don't nip things in the bud. So they have like an infected thumb, a little cut on their thumb, and they just let it go. They put Modelo on it or something. By the time they're ready to take care of it, they go to the emergency ward and their whole arm has to come off. And that's $3 million of my money. So that's why they're very expensive. And then obese fat pigs. You go to any emergency room upstate and these enormous white blobs are there about the fact that their doctor said these pills would stop their weeping sores, but it barely made a dent. Okay. How am I supposed to fix you when you're 450 pounds and all you eat is literal garbage? So it's complicated. And to just shoot a dude in the back of the head because you've decided he's responsible for this rumor that AI was setting up a program to reject people that hadn't been implemented yet. And for all you know, this guy who grew up on a farm, by the way, the victim, whose name we should know more than Luigi's.
Ryan, something I think it was. Yeah.
To just assume that you got the right guy and got Bill Burr saying Free Luigi because healthcare isn't managing to perfectly handle 345 million people is just, it's female porn is what it is. Here, you know what? Go to 1.5. This is why people are saying Free Luigi, because they watch female porn and they think like this is happening. Not that there's, I'm not saying there's no problems. The whole trans thing, the whole gender affirming surgery, I think a lot of that is privatized hospitals where they like it because it's very lucrative because it never works. So you give someone a burrito dick and he gets a urinary tract infection and because the urinary tract is barely there, then they come back for more and more. It's like selling someone a jalopy. So I'm not defending that. But, you know, this idea that all these CEOs are getting rich by letting you die is just so naive.
Hi, this is Anthony Cumia.
And hello, I am Gavin McInnes.
Together, we're Compound Censored.
And we'd like you to subscribe to our network that has more fantastic content you could shake a stick at. Use this promo code for a one-time super offer.
Do it. It's uncensored and oh so entertaining.
But here's where they get their facts from.
Minor heart attack.
What? Minor heart attack? How is that possible?
Taking good care of yourself, right?
Yes.
Right, well, explain to us how you ended up with the cardiac
Stop.
stent.
Well, this cardiac...
That's Malcolm Jamal Warner from The Cosby Show.
He drowned, right?
Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he drowned in Costa Rica.
And he's still getting acting gigs?
And he's still dead. Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
You know you're a good actor when you can pour your heart out after it stops beating.
Yeah.
This is impressive. So that's a pastor.
That clinic came to the church, leaving flyers. They were offering heart screenings with no out-of-pocket with Medicaid. Cardiologist said that my labs and my tests were borderline was the word.
Were you feeling any chest pain?
Oh.
Wait,
Okay,
stop. Look how much fucking makeup they put on the white actor.
Yeah.
He looks like a scrotum posing for a scrotum magazine cover. Look at that powder just falling off your face, dude. No one looks like that. I mean, maybe a drag queen?
Why did they stent you? Chest pain usually comes before cardiac catheterization, not after.
You know, I really appreciate you making time for me on such short notice, Dr. Pellington.
As you know, we took a picture of your heart a few minutes ago. I sure am glad we did. It revealed some extra beats. Now, we have a fancy term for that. It's called premature ventricular contraction. That's the first step to a heart attack.
Whoa,
Check this out.
A heart attack.
You are one lucky man, because we can do a cardiac cath. Any questions?
Yeah, just one. Did you go into medicine intending to become a fraud?
Excuse me?
I'm a cardiothoracic surgeon at
What the-
Chastain Park Memorial. And you and I both know that my EKG is normal.
Pastor Aaron is in our ICU right now as a result of the botched stent you put in when you dissected his
LAD during an unnecessary cast. If I don't operate now, there might not be any heart muscle left to save.
Yeah, it's time. Let's hope he's strong enough to survive.
Literally nothing we can do.
Maybe not, but there is always karma.
Things I know there's gonna be.
A minor heart attack.
Thank God it cut off when it did.
Speaking of cut off, YouTube.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Why do you keep doing this,
Oh,
Sean?
because it's been 40 minutes.
I know. Look, there's a method to my madness.
All right.
I gave you shit for this last time.
Okay, I won't do it anymore then.
So please stop doing that.
I'll stop.
I'll decide when we're going behind the paywall. So yeah, I took my dad to this fall clinic. The last year of your life, you start to fall a lot. So they set up this clinic. It takes a year to get an appointment. It's for the last year of your life. And it is open Wednesdays from 2 to 6.
Holy shit.
Anyway, I'm going to tell you that story. It's fucking enraging, but we're going to do that behind the paywall. So you almost picked the right time. So goodbye to everyone. Please check out the Nita Fashions thing. All the info is on my pinned tweet. It's sales at nitafashions.com, N-I-T-A. I think sales at nitafashions.com also works. But go with info and set up your appointment. We'll hang out there, drink some booze, and totally majorly chill. We usually hang out after too. Please subscribe to censored.tv, which is compound censored. That's me and the Ant-Man mostly, and lots of other fantastic people. I'm currently trying to get Lily Gaddis back because she got kicked off of YouTube.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So that will likely go down. But until then, get fired, get in trouble, be brave, and never stop fighting.
All right.
Okay. So some things you have to understand about my home country. French Canadians are the worst. They're all stupid. The women are sluts. The men are mama's boys who call their mother every single day. You know the worst thing you can say about Italians with like doing your laundry at your mother's house and all that? That's French Canadian men. And the women are just self-obsessed DEI cunts who worship themselves. French Canada gets that, they have that whole black thing. In fact, the FLQ, they said French Canadians are the of Canada. In other words, BLM, like I can bitch about everything and you owe me. I don't get why. They were there 400 years before anyone else. Like they go back to the 1600s when France was there. So if anything, we're the newbies. Anyway, and we gave them a whole province. And you have to speak French everywhere you go. If you're on a plane in Vancouver, British Columbia, which is 2 hours north of Seattle, you have to say, affirmez votre ceinture, bienvenue, mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue à le fucking Air Canada flight 432 or whatever. In British Columbia, everyone has to. Every sign, coast to coast, has to be bilingual. You can't say McDonald's. Actually, I think McDonald's won their lawsuit, but everyone else lost.
What do you say instead?
Well, you would say de McDonald.
Oh, wow.
But like Hudson Bay Company, I think they lost. I forget what Home Depot is over there. I think it's Renault Depot or something like that. So they're winning, but they deserve it because they're the best. So we got a lot of going on here. Canadian healthcare system. The women that running this are French Canadian. We're in Orleans, which is technically in Ontario, but it's French. Because there's so much government shit in Ontario that there's a lot of areas that are just basically French. They're women, so we know how they feel about their role in the workforce. They should be there. And then they're doctors. And let's be honest. I mean, doctors do incredible things, but to hang out with, they're fucking arrogant. And if you've ever been with doctors, even young people in med school, they think they're fucking gods. And it's really gay and it's really boring. So this all culminated when I brought my dad to the fall clinic. So my dad was pretty bad 6 months ago. He was falling about once every 5 days, once a week. And it would be a bad fall. He'd have to go to the hospital sometimes. He'd go careening into furniture. His blood pressure's low. So when we stand up, I guess our blood pressure naturally rises to like deal with the new scene going down. His doesn't. So he just falls backwards. But they came up with a fall clinic. And it tells you how to fall or monitors why you might fall or gives you tricks like go like this before you stand up, get your blood flowing, and oh, awesome. And what happens after you fall? Okay, cool. Because my dad's getting there, and I want his last year on Earth to be as fall-free as possible, right? I want it to be like Florida, no fall. And they go, okay, no problem, we'll set you up. Your appointment is in 1 year. Now, this was 6 months ago. I don't think he'll be here in 6 months. So thank you for that. My brother, who's a fucking saint, my brother's life has been so brutal. Like, I was kind of his dad. I changed his diapers and stuff. My parents were partying a lot when he was born. And I moved out at 18. He was 4. So in many ways, I'm a deadbeat dad, at least as far as like a little kid is concerned. One of his dads walked out on him at the age of 4. Not a great start. And then I wasn't around that much because I was, a late teen partying and we were 14 years apart. And then he lived with a girl for 5 years, proposed. She said no. Then he was with some psycho bitch who was trying to kill him and rob him. He finally got married.
I think we were dating the same girl.
They've had a very rocky time of it, like many couples do. I won't get into that. It's none of your business. Then he gets canceled. No, before he got married, he got canceled because of me and lost his entire career as an app development guy. Now he does demolition, construction, works for my sister-in-law's bakery and looks after the kids while she works and handles a lot of the business. His wedding was canceled because they found out he's my brother, and all of the people working there went on strike. Then the saint goes, I'm going to move in with mom and dad because they're getting older and they're going to need someone. My mother goes insane and thinks he's trying to take over her life, calls him a bastard, a demon, I curse your family, I'm going to punch your wife if I ever see her again. Don't bring those fucking demons around my house. Also, why don't you ever bring the kids around the house? Like, he cannot win. Just abuse, hurling, brutal abuse. Fuck you. Fuck you. And then where the fuck are you? We need help. I don't get any of this. They're like, well, Gavin's busy with his show. And then even now, as he gets them, we get them like nurses to come in and stuff. He's still a demon. He's still evil. He's still wrong. Here's an example. They had this like Rolodex of pictures. So you can change it up if you want. And I've seen it before, but I'm bored out of my fucking mind in this house. There's no TV. There's no garbage. There's no cutlery drawer. And there's obviously no food. But I look at the sort of Rolodex thing, and there's a picture of me and my gran and stuff, and there's my dad running a marathon, and yeah, it was nice. I put it back down, and I call my parents last night, dreading it, of course. Hi. And she goes, hello, blah, blah, blah. Well, we won't be long of this, Waddled, And she goes, I mean, your father certainly won't be running any marathons. And I go, yeah, I know, he can't walk. She goes, well, your brother thought it was amusing to leave a picture on our mantle of Jimmy finishing a marathon as a little passive-aggressive stab. I go, A, that was me, not Kyle. And B, I was just flipping through the pictures and I randomly ended up there and put it back. And it's a cool picture. You think we're rubbing or my brother's rubbing your nose in it that he can't run anymore? And why wouldn't I do that? Like, why is he anyway?
He's one of the nicest people I've ever met. He's so nice.
I mean, thank God he's into God. And the Lord can tell him that he's not evil. Because I go, what did you do in your past life? Just kick puppies in the head? Is that what you did for fun? But show this TV pic of the clinic.
Yeah.
This sort of sums up Canada and frogs and DEI. So this says, I'm not racist, but you're always late, you guys. They are always late. I like how they still use retard for late. So you are always in retard is a direct translation. You others. But zoom in on the part below that, and there's a black guy like, what the fuck? Racism hurts, and it has no place in Montfort. That's the name of the hospital. And then I can't read the bottom sentence.
Soyons I am anti-racist. Soyons.
Oh yeah, be anti-racist,
Okay.
not just be against racism. You have to go out there and be anti. Which you've heard these tropes. That's from like Abraham X, right?
Yep.
It's not enough to be not racist. You have to be anti-racist. Okay, but you guys admitted that you're always late, and I've seen campaigns where they go, "I may be late, but I'm here now." You heard that before, right?
Yeah.
So they've already taken ownership of that. You can't make it an untrue stereotype. Okay, so anyway, we walk in, and this is a huge ordeal for my dad to go from the house to the car. My mom got rid of his ramps. First of all, he should be in a home, but she wants him there because it's her friend. So it's like Misery, the movie, meets Weekend at Bernie's. So we install all these ramps so he can get in and out of the house and stuff. She doesn't like the ramps. The snowplow won't get in. So she had them removed. I paid for them. They're gone. Okay. So we have to physically lift the entire chair down the steps, which you should see. Go to Retarded Handyman. You thought I was a retarded handyman? You have not seen my brother, Kyle Strachan McInnes. Destroy. So remember these steps we showed them months ago?
Yep.
And I was like, holy shit, he did a good job. He fixed them all. He did the whole row. And they look legit. That was all wobbly before. He went and bought bricks. So I was proud of him. Go ahead. The retarded handyman has been redeemed. These are the new bricks. Who's laughing now, motherfuckers? Yeah, we're retarded, but we get shit done.
It's not perfect, but
It's pretty fucking good, dude. Retard rights. All right, now check out the next video. I think you already noticed the problem here.
I did not, but that's because I'm even more retarded than you guys.
Wait, I spoke too soon. Look at the fucking, what is that, mortar? You could have got that off with a wet sponge when you were doing it. Ay. So we get there. He's like, because getting from a car to a wheelchair inside a place, that's like us in a mosh pit at Slayer for 3 songs. So we get him there, and there's these administrators, and I have his health card and all this stuff. I'm ready to check in. Hello. Hi, the nurse will be with you. Okay, well, we don't even know if we're in the right wing. This is the fall clinic. Yep. The nurse will come by and get you. Okay, you don't want health card? You want me to check in? I didn't say this, and by the way, I'm so mad about all this, mostly because I'm mad at myself for not being a complete asshole from the moment I walked in. That's one of the best life lessons I could give you. When you're really mad about something, you're usually mad at yourself. If someone did something egregious, you're mad at yourself for not going, what the fuck are you doing? So you're hearing a diatribe. The next 10 minutes will be me giving me shit.
it doesn't say that. You're a liar.
I wish he was that Sprite again. What I should have said is, but you're administrators, but you don't administrate. There's no administration here. That's one of 2 desks that has people at it. I don't know what they're doing. Administrating, they're not administrating me. So we go and sit down. He's dry heaving. I'm looking at the fucking racist ad and laughing at the word retard. And this nurse comes out, and she's looking. And I go, are you looking for Jim McInnes? Oh. Oh, the fake laughing. Infuriating. And she goes, is this, And I go, yeah, that's Jim McInnes there in the wheelchair. I'm his son, Gavin. That's his other son. Oh, I was expecting a couple. I was expecting 2 people. No, my mom's fine. She walks. She has a walker, but she can walk. She hasn't, I don't think she's ever fallen. So we didn't bring her, and he needed us to bring him. Oh, okay. I'm sitting here looking for a couple. She keeps saying that. And laughing her head off like this, like literally slapping her fucking knee, dude. Okay. What you're laughing at, by the way, is how retarded your no administrator system is. So she takes us in. And by the way, the appointment was at 2. It's like 2:30 at this point. You have 1 client today. You're 1 client of the week. Maybe there's 2. What is it I say, 2 to 6?
Yeah.
We were there for like 2 hours. I don't know. And by the way, this is how the meeting should have gone. I wheel him up. Oh, okay, we're here to teach you how to fall. Can he walk? No. Okay, sorry, I can't help you. All right, bye. It could have been literally 6 seconds. So we get in, we go back, and then there's another desk like down the hall with more administrators. And she goes, oh, so I'm with James McInnes. His wife isn't here. And then she can't wait to tell her amazing anecdote. I was walking around there looking for a couple. And the woman that she said, everyone's a woman here, by the way. Everyone I'm talking about. The woman, at least she didn't laugh. She's like, oh, yeah, it's not that funny. So we've passed our 4th administrator now. We go in there to the office, and I'm just annoyed when I walk in. The coat rack is not flush. It's 1 degree off.
Did you put it up?
I use a level when I mount things, unless we're talking about your gorgeous pink cock.
Oh, true.
There was some things on the wall on how to fall that were just taped there, and they weren't at sea level. And they don't have his file. She doesn't have, Canada's obsessed with privacy, so she doesn't have access to his fucking file. Okay? That's great. That's a great idea. I'm getting annoyed just talking about this. So I have to tell her everything. Well, he was falling a lot, and this is 6 months ago, and blah, 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 and now he can't walk at all, and he faints when he gets up, and blah, blah, blah. And it'd be much more, and he's on I don't know what his medications are. It would help if they appeared on your fucking screen. And if you told me that you'd be starting at 0, I would have photographed his list of medications. I didn't know I should bring my own dossier. So she talks for a while. Here's a question that made me fucking so mad. She goes, if I could, what do you want to get out of this meeting? Like if you had a magic wand, what would you want to happen? Now, my dad's perfectly corpus mentis up here. Everything is sharp here. He goes, well, I would like it to be 6 months ago where I could walk. And she goes, oh, yeah. Oh, thanks. Is this a Monty Python sketch? There's like the room for arguing, the room for random sympathy. So then I guess we've earned the rights to go see the doctor. Ooh. And my dad has a thing called MSA, multiple systems atrophy. You're basically just shutting down. So the nurse explains that to the doctor, who does have his file, or at least most of it. So we get in there, the doctor. They're all French-Canadian too. You can hear the accent, which is very annoying. She kept calling Parkinson's Parkinson's. And I'm like, why do you call it Parkinson's? Oh, it's my accent. It's a little... Nope. No, accents pronounce words that are there. Parking is a different word. I didn't say that. But she goes, so how are you feeling? How are things going? And I go, I'm annoyed. At least I did get some digs in. I go, I'm very annoyed. You have a service for the last year of someone's life, and it takes a year to get an appointment. And she's like, yes, I know, I'm new here. But there's a lot of troubles with this system. Here's what makes me mad about that. Your business plan doesn't work. So all bets are off. Everything else is irrelevant. But women, they think in micro, and God bless their cotton socks. It makes them great moms. It makes them great cooks. It makes them great at creating a beautiful home. But it's not a macro thing like, can we afford this home? Or where is this home where the school's good? Or are we going to have to move? Is it in a hurricane zone? That's a macro thing. So the analogy I use, and I used it back then, is imagine you had a garbage truck and there was a hole in the base of it this big. So as you put the garbage in, you got a lot of it, but a good 20% would go out that hole and just be a line behind the garbage truck. Well, if someone pitched you that garbage truck, you'd go, well, that can't go out today. I'd rather not pick up the garbage. A woman, and these women, would just go, well, we're doing our best. We're out there. We're picking up the garbage. And yes, a lot of it does fall through the giant hole in the bottom of this garbage truck. No. Your garbage truck...
Sometimes the complaints will be false.
Your garbage truck doesn't work. Don't go to work. Your job doesn't exist. It literally does not exist. You're there for the last year, and it takes a year. And I tried to politely explain that. I was getting so mad. I almost went, I can't do this, and left. She goes, so you're at home? You probably should be at home, not at home. And he explains that my wife is insane. My mom, oops. And then you know what she pulls out? You're not going to believe this. You know that infomercial thing that you see old people going like that in?
Yeah.
It's a piece of junk. Like it's a scam. She has one in her office, this doctor of old people. She goes, you can get these. You'll see it advert. And he goes, have you seen these, Mr. McInnes? Yes, I've seen them on adverts. Okay, well, you can. And he puts his feet in. He does okay, And here's the worst part. So she goes, well, eventually you're going to have to think about round-the-clock care, like a home. And he goes, yes, well, my doctor said he'd be very surprised if I'm still in my own bed in a year. Then she said this. You ready for this? And how did that make you feel? My dad's like, bad? Correct. Knowing you'll be dead soon is sad. Oh, it is, yeah. So you don't like dying? No, I'm not a fan of passing away, especially in this state. So she wrote a bunch of shit down on a piece of paper. I don't know where this paper goes. Do I give this to someone? And basically, the only thing we got out of it was she might send by someone to show her how to do exercises. But he can barely move. So these are his exercises. Maybe this a few times a day. Can you fucking believe that?
It's terrible.
And I know I'm blabbing away here about a doctor's appointment my dad went to, but it's indicative of a much bigger thing. That healthcare is hard, and yes, America has its faults. Canada sucks. They have entire programs that make, that was right out of the movie Brazil. 4 administrators that don't administrate, a woman slapping her knee because she got confused, a woman asking my dad who the fuck he is, and then another woman saying, how did it feel when you found out you're going to die? And here's something from an infomercial. That's Canadian healthcare. And they don't even understand that their job doesn't exist. That if it was pitched on Shark Tank, they would be told to leave. They'd never make it to the sharks. Oy vey. And then being with my parents was very annoying.
So, if you enjoyed that clip,
then subscribe to Compound Censored using this promo code.